Hey y'all, back with another dense update. Here we go. James Sprague was a guest on the Real 7 podcast this morning, and he broke the news that he is suffering from pneumonia.
I haven't slept in 4 nights, so I have pneumonia right now, which is yeah, my lungs are really messed up. Super shortness of breath. I had a 104.8 fever. Dude, I have been through it. I haven't slept in really 4 nights, so it's been kind of a bummer.
It is unclear whether James is going to compete at the Rogue Invitational in a couple of weeks.
So I guess the question is have you been in touch with Bill and Katie? What's it looking like for you for Rogue? I mean, that's like right around the corner.
Yeah, I've been faced with sleepless nights to think about it. I think I'm gonna have a decision made by Wednesday. If I can't move by Wednesday, it's probably a no-go.
Mason Startup released a video on his YouTube channel. Hiller actually posted about it. That's how I came across it. It is a really good, it offers a different perspective in regards to the controversial, is James Sprague the fittest man on earth? You should go check it out. In Mason's words,
James Sprague is the CrossFit Games champion. He won the events that were given. But for the first time in over a decade, the CrossFit Games champion and the fittest on earth are not the same person.
You can also check out Mason's Instagram channel. He's got some videos up from the Crash Crucible. Mason did some interviews with some of the athletes. They're really funny. I really enjoyed watching them. Check those out there as well. CrossFit Games athlete Jay Crouch posted this to his Instagram yesterday. Did Tia have so much fun at Wodapalooza that she's willing to leave the individual competition and go to a team? There is rumor and speculation whether athletes will return to competition or not. However, this poses a question, will she go individual? Will she go team? Or does she know something we don't know? Because it made me think about an interview that Dave Castro did with Saxon Panchik leading up to the 2024 CrossFit Games. And he said,
would you ever consider doing team in the off season and letting individuals make their own teams?
Yes. Separating the teams completely from the games.
Yeah.
And like just the games are just the individual athletes. And that is definitely things I'm thinking about and we're thinking about as a team, and doing the teams at another phase. And so again, guys like you could do both.
Maybe the teams will be separated from the CrossFit Games this year. You will have an individual CrossFit Games, Masters, Adaptive, and Teenagers. Who knows? Excitement is building for the upcoming Rogue Invitational, November 8th through 10th in Aberdeen, Scotland, where some of the biggest names in the field will compete individually for the first time since the 2024 CrossFit Games. Rogue announced they will be having a live stream for the fans to follow along at home, as well as an upgraded version called the Iron Game Premium, where you will have access to a tailgate show, to a VR room, where you can control different camera angles of the events. The fee for this is a reasonable $25. Rogue Invitational also posted to their Instagram a Legends VIP happy hour that will take place on November 7th leading up to the competition. That happy hour event will include a variety of things. You'll get a tour of the competition floor. There's a golf tournament. There's also a chance to win an Echo bike and a rower, and then a chance to meet and greet with some of the legends in the CrossFit and strength community. Now, the post on Instagram I found a little bit interesting as far as the order of people. It seemed a bit odd at first glance. At the top of the list was Matthew Frazier, followed by Matt O'Keefe, followed by Sammy Moniz. Then you had a list of legends athletes from the CrossFit community and the strength community in alphabetical order. But at the very bottom of that list was Annie Thorstadter. I know, tiny details, but I'm just that kind of person. I observe things like that. There were a lot of comments in regards to Matt O'Keefe and Sammy Moniz being on this list. Sammy is Frazier's wife. Matt is his longtime manager. He is also the CEO of HWPO Programming. However, people did make it a point in the comments to kind of question why exactly are they on that list, because they are neither CrossFit Games or strongman athletes. Couple of hours of that post, it had over 1,200 likes, had over 40 comments, and it was shared 91 times. And when I went back in a couple hours later, I noticed it was taken down. I did reach out to Rogue Invitational for comment. I have not heard back from them yet. If you want more information on the Legends VIP Happy Hour, you can go over to the Rogue Invitational site. It has all the information and details that you'll need. To fans and spectators, Matt O'Keefe may just be a manager and a CEO of a company, but behind the scenes in the CrossFit community, has earned himself a title he may not know he has. Him being deemed the most manipulative man in CrossFit.
Matt O'Keefe, he's the most manipulative person in CrossFit, and he wants a cut out of everyone's fucking paycheck. He told the fucking guy not to talk to me.
I must say it is a little disheartening to hear things like that. To threaten someone else's livelihood and to go behind somebody's back truly lacks moral integrity. Laura Horvath posted a new reel to her Instagram in her Roka swimwear and goggles.
When you ask her, like, why do you do it? It's because
I was a little taken back by this endorsement just because I remember a few athlete interviews after the CrossFit game in regards to the goggles that the athletes had to use.
The water from the sun, and then the goggles were a little foggy. It was just really hard to see. So.
Are harder, right? Like you're like trying to get used to goggles that you've never worn. You had to wear Roka goggles,
yeah, so they
because
don't fit
they're the
same.
sponsor. But I'm like, it fits different on my eyes. They were a different colored lens than like what I would normally swim with. So like, there's a difference of when you jump into the water and you're expecting it to feel a certain way, and then when it doesn't, or you can't see correctly, or they fog up way faster than what you're used to, like.
I've also heard that the swimwear wasn't favorable for the men because the shorts didn't accommodate some of the athletes that have more muscle mass in the quad area. And it kind of got me to thinking, as a longtime fan of the sport and a consumer of the products, we look to these athletes for advice and for recommendations on the kinds of products that they're using in their training and competition to better our training and performance. And there's a lot out there: knee sleeves, toe spacers, grips, belts, thumb tape, lifters, all the shoes. And the stuff isn't cheap, but it leads me to wonder, are we being led astray? If you're promoting goggles that you guys wouldn't even want to use in a competition, why should we buy them? If you're promoting a shoe, but then wear a different shoe when you're running in competition, why would we want to buy that shoe? We have hundreds of athletes in the sport that are marketing products. And quite frankly, it is becoming increasingly difficult to decide what products we should buy and who we should trust. If I don't see you using that product in your everyday training and when you're out on the competition floor, I'm not buying it. If you are not already watching Kill Taylor, you should be. Every week, the Northeast semifinal athlete, Taylor Self, writes himself a workout and performs it live on the Real Sevon podcast. Anyone can call in and do this workout to try to beat his time. You can be a games athlete, or you can just be a regular average
husband, father, friend, dog owner, accountant, and friend.
You text into the show, they will send you a link, and you can do the workout live. But I will warn you, you better have some thick skin. This past week, no one even came close to beating Taylor. The workout was
24 calories on the biker, 18 bar muscle ups, 12 sandbag over the pull-up bar, 18 bar muscle ups, 24 calories on the biker. The bag is 100 pounds for the boy.
Hey, Will.
Taylor made easy work of the sandbag clean and jerks over the pull-up bar.
Beyond this is Colton, who struggled to do clean and jerks over a pull-up bar. Colton.
Yeah.
So all the movements he makes up are ones that Colton would struggle at because he's trying to keep him at arm's length.
I do like the height requirement. Like you have to use the same pull-up bar.
However, some of the callers, not so much.
He's boned. Boned.
Oh, he's fucked. Oh, he's fucked.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I don't think it's the
All right, you just got to start. You just got to start.
But
no,
did he miss?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, let's go.
County farm.
I like that.
No, ref.
Dude, she's totally eyeing you.
Oh, she's like, look at
I
this
win.
fucking
Did I do
idiot.
18?
Oh, no, ref.
I thought this was a really cool implement. Are you even a real CrossFitter if you don't immediately see this and then run over to a sandbag and try to do it for yourself? As always, links to these stories will be down below. Be sure to go like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss all the latest updates in the CrossFit community.